Up next, the Hornets taking on the Rockets. For the Hornets, it's been a tough road for this team so far. But tonight, they'll have the energy of the crowd on their side, and they'll look to ride it to victory. Rockets, Hornets, coming up next. And now, 2K Sports brings you Thursday night in the NBA. I'm Brian Anderson, joined by Hall of Famers Doris Burke and Grant Hill, and the fourth member of our crew, reporter Allie LaForce. All right, now a chance to examine the rebounding numbers over the past few months for him.
And the last couple of months, the rebounding totals have taken a bit of a dive for him. Let's see if he can refocus and put more effort on the glass.
Now let's take a look at the Rockets' opening lineup. Inside, Smith and Şengün. Thompson is the off guard with KD at small forward. And it's the great, and at the 1. And for the Hornets, Ball and Miller at the 1 and the 2. Bridges at the 4 with Plumlee at center. And it's Knipple in at the 3, the small forward. And how much do coaches adjust their plans when facing back-to-back games?
I think, B.A., that really depends on your team and obviously the opponent you're playing against. Rotations can be modified if need be. You're looking at certain matchup situations. What's the type of team you're playing on the back end?
A true playmaker, when Ball isn't creating for himself, he's creating for others. And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
And here's Miller. He'll bring it up for Charlotte. Pass to Ball. Miller against Thompson. Miller, the pass to Ball. Shot clock at 5. Nice move. Rockets with a rebound. Here's the great. Last game, an incredible scoring display for him. Yep, that one goes.
And setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like, where was the defense on that play?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
Here's the great three-pointer. And Houston, another 3.
I love this approach. Getting him involved early, and it's already paying off.
They know that if this guy goes off, their chances of winning rise exponentially.
Here's Knipple. In his last outing, 10 points for him. To stop the run, he got a piece of it.
Boy, a chilly start for this basketball team. They are just 1 for 4.
Nice shot by Durant.
The defense is nowhere to be found guarding the three-point shot.
Charlotte calls timeout. They come into this one following the loss to Atlanta.
That was a case of getting too comfortable with a big lead. Even against a lesser team, you can't take anything for granted in this league.
And we have just about a half a season left. Here's our latest power rankings. You take a look at the Mavericks. They're making moves up the standings, claiming that 4th spot.
Seeing where Houston is, they have really been superb so far this year. Still grasping that #1 spot and looking determined to keep it during the second half of the season.
Now here's Bridges. In his last outing, 10 points for him. Here's Knipple, guarded by Durant. Knipple, no good.
Boy, that's brutal. 1 for 5 to start. You have got to find your footing offensively.
A nice shot by Smith.
And what's working here? Each guy is willing to make the next pass.
Hornets trail by 11. And it's exceptional the level of commitment that Ime Udoka has inspired from this Rockets team, Grant.
Yeah, I mean, he's a player's coach, but very demanding, and he holds everyone accountable. It's all about professionalism and purpose.
And Houston has possession. Following the bucket by the Hornets. The great. And he drops in the layup off the glass. The great's gotten his 3rd basket of the night.
Wow, on fire. They haven't missed a shot so far.
Miller outside, pass to Ball. Back to Miller. Plumlee a screen. The 3-ball. The putback. It's good on the putback.
Ooh, hard work creating the second chance opportunity.
Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Thanks a lot, Brian. LaMelo Ball is a playmaker, first and foremost. He said, I just start off the game trying to get my team involved, get the flow going. After the team's going, I try to get mine. If you get the team involved first, more pieces going, it just makes the game easier. Brian, back to you.
A great passer. Allie, thanks very much for the report. And it's the Hornets with the ball. after Houston's three-pointer on the other end. Ooh, nice shot by Miller.
Love the confidence from this young man. Miller is so quick off the catch.
And so Ime Udoka decides to call timeout. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. A new lineup here for Charlotte. And then for Houston, Clint Capella, he's checked in for Şengün. And Eason subbed in for Amen Thompson. Here's the great. He's got 10. And it's Eason with a 3.
This defense is getting spaced out. 3 of the last 5 buckets have come from way beyond the arc.
And so it's Sexton who brings up the ball for Charlotte. Down by 12. Dinwiddie finds Sexton. Kicks it out to Dinwiddie. Capella with a rebound.
Well, this guy typically a nice touch from mid-range, but obviously can't make them all.
Here's the great. Off target from outside. Charlotte's gone 1 for 3 from beyond the arc. Outside Sexton. And a miss there on the triple.
Boy, normally he makes that. Defense gets lucky.
Oh, okay then.
What a way to begin this game. Dominating at both ends of the floor.
And give them credit for approaching this game with the right energy and intensity. This team has attacked every chance they've gotten.
Well, that's a fantastic view there from the AT&T Connected Cam. Here's Sexton after the basket by Houston. Pass to Dinwiddie. Got a hand on it. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Drills it from deep. Durant's got 9 points.
Their ability to space the floor has been the story of this game.
And what surprises me is the defense hasn't done anything to take away that three-point shot. That has been their preferred weapon tonight.
For 3, Dinwiddie. Rebounded by the great. The great's got 5 rebounds tonight. The 3. And that's not gonna go. Misses at the buzzer. And so it's Houston leading by 17 at the end of the period. Tough to run with them. They get the ball up the court so fast. All right, we'll get back to the action after this break. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And for the Rockets here, they've really been putting on a show.
They're off to a rock-solid start. They brought a...
Miller's checked in for Charlotte. Ball comes in for Dinwiddie. So on the floor for Houston. Thompson is the off guard with KD at small forward. Tari Eason is out there with Alperen Şengün. And it's the great, and at the 1. In today's game, it seems like running a good offense can come down to getting favorable switches to them.
It does, BA. You see so many of the great teams, those competing for championships. What is their primary goal on offense? Find the weakest target defensively and go at them.
Here's the great. Knocks down the long J. He's got 15.
And just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over. So you've got to continue to score, continue to build your lead.
Getting up and then throwing it down.
Oh, that was a big hammer right there. There's Ball with a 3. It's rebounded by Houston. The great's got his 6th rebound on the night.
You have to credit their effort. I mean, they've done an amazing job on the glass.
Şengün with a steal. Pass to the great. And almost 4 minutes gone in the second quarter of play. Yep, count it. The great's got 19 points. All right, guys, what's your take on the hustle stats for Houston?
Yeah, they're just attacking on defense. Getting those hands out and knocking the ball free. I really like their energy defensively.
And the other thing that's working for them tonight, getting out into the open floor. A lot of the damage coming in transition.
They're making a few more threes this quarter, trying to cut into that deficit.
Well, Brandon Miller has proven himself as a multi-positional player, Doris.
He has, and in this era of positionless basketball, Brandon Miller is a guy who can fit in a lot of different systems. He can shoot the jump shot. He can play face-up off the bounce. You can use your size to overpower guards in a mismatch. A lot to like with Brandon Miller.
There's Ball with a three, and the Hornets another three.
LaMelo Ball said, I see your triple, and I raise you one of my own.
Here's the great. 19 points in the game. Bucket. He's now 9 for 11 after that one.
Time and time again, they're creating good looks from close range.
Now a timeout called by Charlotte. Charlotte making some changes. Plumlee's checked in for Diabate. Salon comes in for Bridges. Smith, he's checked in for the Rockets. It's stolen. Back comes Houston in transition. Boom! He jams it straight down.
And that's what happens when you don't take care of the ball.
Hey, that makes the turnover hurt even more.
At the end of the day, though, it's 2 points. Don't hang your heads. Let's get refocused and play with more patience.
There's Ball with a three. Nails it from beyond the arc. Ball's got 12 points in the game.
They didn't do themselves any favors with their shooting in the first quarter, but they're starting to pick it up now.
Here's the great, hounded by Ball. The great, and they waste no time getting those 3 points back. The great's got 26 points.
Boy, bringing tremendous energy right now, and his teammates are absolutely feeding off it.
It would be smart to hold for the final shot.
Well, that's great execution if you can do that, because it takes any chance of momentum away from your opponent.
Up in time. Oh, and the release was before the buzzer, but it's off target. And so it's the Houston Rockets. They have a confident 20-point lead right now. It hasn't taken them too many shots to get their points. They're winning with efficiency. More 2K action in just a moment.
Welcome, one and all. Before we hear Kenny and Shaq's insights on that first half, let's look ahead and check out the upcoming schedule.
And you know, for that matchup with the Cavaliers, it should reveal a lot about themselves, where they are currently, and where they need to improve.
And if they were to somehow win this, that would speak volumes as well. And moving on now to that first half, tough sledding so far for the Charlotte Hornets.
I think it's funny watching these guys play defense. This is a circus, and they're getting clowned.
Giving up too many easy looks for sure, but who knows? Maybe after intermission, they'll bring out the Tigers. Thanks as always for watching. Let's head back to Brian Anderson and crew for the start of the second half.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly in the second. The Rockets lead by 20. Bridges at the 4 with Plumlee at center. Ball and Miller at the 1 and the 2. And it's Knipple in at the small forward. So that's the group out there for Charlotte.
Well, this is about unselfishness. Kevin Durant is a great scorer, but right now he's getting his teammates cooking.
They've shown the power inside. Their rebounding effort has been sensational.
Charlotte has got 6 out of 15 threes so far in this game. Pass to Bridges. Ooh, excellent D there from Smith. Here's the great. He's guarded by Bridges. Here's the great. The rebound by Bridges.
You got to move past that one. I mean, they'd want him to take that again.
And they should, because it's when you start turning down that kind of look that your offense can start to bog down a bit.
0 for 3 to start the second half. You've got to start finding your footing here.
The shot is repeatable. Smith Jr. has made that stroke so consistent.
Now a timeout called by Charlotte. It's February. Let's see how things are shaping up in the East. Taking a look at Charlotte, a really frustrating season for them. They're looking forward to the draft. Here's Bridges. He has 6. Ball left side. 4-3. That's good from Bridges on the assist by Ball. Bridges has got 9.
Their first basket in 4 tries. Let's see if that basket gets them going. It can be contagious now.
Here's the great. He has 29 now. Sends it home from three-point land.
Even though they have the lead, this guy keeping his foot on the gas pedal, I love it.
Slam dunk by Plumlee.
Gliding the pass to where it needed to be.
Wow, a strong finish to seal the deal. Here's the great. No good on the 3.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Well, Grant, a wrist injury hampered Brandon Miller in year 2. Good to have him back in action now.
Yeah, the number 2 pick in 2023. I mean, the future is still bright for Miller. And he'll have every opportunity to fulfill his immense potential.
Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Well, the NBA studies other leagues. Commissioner Adam Silver said, "I'm a fan of what baseball did with the pitch clock and the size of bases, increasing the engagement and the entertainment value of the game. If they're able to make changes, certainly we shouldn't be afraid to do the same." Back to you.
Forward thinking. Allie, thank you. Bridges passes to Ball. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Charlotte needs to get off a shot. And again, Charlotte with the triple.
If Miller makes a catch in the corner from 3, you better be there to contest it.
Third quarter action. Just under 3.5 minutes have passed. Here's the great. And the Rockets hit again from deep.
Well, guys love to score, but the differentiator is, can you do it at an efficient clip? And right now, that's what's happening.
And out of bounds, Charlotte will have it. And over the last 10 games, here's a look at the teams that have been putting up the most points. Rockets, number 1.
This team has been on an absolute tear offensively. It seems like they're able to find a shot every trip down.
All right, the Rockets making a switch here. Easton's checked in. Back to Ball. It's hauled in by Houston.
Yeah, you have to knock those down. Open shots inside the arc are rare in this league.
The great. Another 3 from Houston.
Well, he's had a one-track mind this quarter, and that is score the basketball.
Now here's Bridges. He's got 9. Hits a 3-pointer. Bridges has got 12.
Well, you can tell almost from the moment they're coming up the floor, Bridges wanted to answer that 3 with one of his own.
Launches a 3, and again for 3. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable, B.A. Unbelievable.
Here's the great. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
First personal foul.
That one on Ball.
And he just powered through contact trying to complete the play.
So for the Hornets, Diabate's checked in for Bridges. Green comes in for Miller, and Spencer Dinwiddie is subbed in for Ball. And then for Houston, Finney Smith comes in for Smith, and Van Vliet is subbed in for Durant. Charlotte calls timeout. Clint Capella, he's checked in for Houston. Let's see the stat sheet here for him.
And his effective field goal percentage isn't in the best place right now. Over the last 5 games, he hasn't had much shot discipline. He'll be looking to play a lot smarter today.
Williams passes to Sexton. Again, the miss by the Hornets. The Rockets have gone 7 of 10 here in the second half. Here's the great. Buries it from 3. The great's got 49 in the game.
Wow, 5 consecutive threes. This defense looking very frustrated right now.
To end the run and count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more. Charlotte shooting their 6th attempt at the charity stripe in the game.
One thing you have to love about Spencer Dinwiddie is his confidence. Here's a guy who knows he belongs, and he's proving it with his play night after night.
I almost can't believe what I saw. Incredible.
I'm speechless, man. I'm speechless. And thanks to AT&T for a great look at that dunk on their connected cam. Right side, Sexton. 3 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Here's the great. Oh, that's something else,
just
man!
Beautiful. And staring at a sizable deficit, the defense has to tighten up.
Dinwiddie outside. Outside Sexton. Three-pointer, no good. And so it's Houston with an almost surefire victory here, up 32 at the end of the quarter and dominating. And their three-point shooting, a big reason they have a sizable lead. We'll be right back after this word. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
And I'll tell you what, this was a no-brainer tonight. Take a look at the precision on this feed. Couldn't place it any better.
And when you're the beneficiary of a pass that good, you better deliver, and he did just that.
And there have been two and so Houston takes this one by a big margin. Boy, this crowd has to be shocked by the way their team was dismantled.
Shocked and surprised. It doesn't matter what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to just waltz in and cruise to the type of victory like we saw tonight.
And that'll do it, folks. For Doris Burke, Allie LaForce, and Grant Hill, and all of our crew, this is Brian Anderson thanking you for watching this 2K Sports presentation of the NBA. And time now for our player of the game.